Hello friends! Remember this monstrosity from Walmart? I made a horrible mistake by buying a dress on walmart.com, and I did this for entertainment, but also for education. This monstrosity, this horrible ugly dress, is actually a replica of a Henrietta dress. When I purchased it, I did not know that because the photo was not labeled in any way, and I'm not super familiar with, I'm not familiar with every Lolita release. There's too many now. But that Walmart video did pretty well. It was fun. We had a good time. People seemed to enjoy it. And I noticed that the actual Henrietta dress came up on Devil Inspired. They did another run of it, like a pre-order. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool to see the real dress next to the replica dress? And this gives me an opportunity to talk about Lolita fashion and replicas, and I pitched it to Devil Inspired and they happily agreed to send it to me. Thank you so much, Devil Inspired. This video was not sponsored by them, but they did provide the dress for it.
Originally, this video wasn't sponsored by Devil Inspired, but then they offered to in order to share a promotion they have going on.
Yeah, that's awesome! I'm so glad Lore got a sponsorship. This helps her invest more time and effort into her YouTube.
Between you and me, I heard she's working on a bunch of simultaneous videos right now that take a lot more work. I hate when Laura gets sponsorships, cause I don't want to listen to them.
Just skip ahead!
Devil Inspired is having a one-day free shipping event going on right now. That's site-wide and worldwide shipping for free.
I'm so ready. I want to get this Diamond Honey OP. Look at how cute it is. It's under $100 and I can live out my Lolita Cottage fantasy.
I think I'm gonna order some holiday gifts for my Lolita friends. I know there's affordable accessories and headpieces that would make great gifts. I don't wear Lolita myself, but I do like their kawaii section, which I might as well check out while I'm there. Are you done yet? No! Check out the video timeline in the description to see when it's over. Anyways,
in case you're watching this in the future and missed the sale, it's still helpful to follow Devil Inspired on Instagram, as they frequently run different promotions, sales, and update their stock very regularly.
Remember, Devil Inspired is just one of many elements in the Lolita Shopping periodic table, and it is not your only choice.
I'm grateful Devil Inspired makes Lolita shopping easy and convenient.
Thank you, Devil Inspired, for sponsoring this video.
I don't know that I've ever really talked about Lolita replicas on my channel or not. I know that it was more of a prevalent thing back in the Tumblr LiveJournal days because there was just less resources overall and a lot of people were really struggling. I kind of had a lenient stance on replicas, but now in this year, 2020, I am very much against them for a couple of different reasons. Of course, as you can imagine, replicas hurt the original company and designers and everyone who put their work into that real dress. But as someone who has personally panicked towards the end of the month and had to sell Lolita dresses in order to cover rent, and also had really long payment plans in the past and just scraped together money to buy things, I know that some people, when you hear, oh, it's hurting the company, you're like, well, I don't really care because I want this. But it's also hurting you. You will end up spending more money than the thing is actually worth, and it would just be smarter to save up and wait and get the actual thing, because you will end up liking it more, you're gonna wear it more. If you don't like it, you can resell it. If you don't like a replica, it's very, very hard to resell it. I don't want to speak on behalf of the Lolita community. This is just what I've witnessed from being in the community, but it seems like the community at large really doesn't like replicas. So wearing them, it's not gonna feel great. And you're not gonna be as comfortable as if you had just bought something from Bodyline, or if you had just bought something from Taobao, or you saved up and bought the real thing. When I started out in Lolita, I did buy replicas. I bought from Jill Punk Loli on eBay. I bought from Ujiya and Dream of Lolita, and I owned a replica of Sugary Carnival, a replica of Milky Planet. But yeah, that was in 2010, 2011, and I really didn't know where else to get them, and I thought that this was my only option. And let me tell you, I spent probably $100 on each of those dresses, and the quality was horrible. You could see through the print. It was just horrible to the touch. My Sugary Carnival leaked. Like when it would get wet, it would leak everywhere. It was kind of funny because I used them in Lolita Say to like portray an elitist Lolita, but they were actually replicas. Fun fact. I can tell you personally, I regret so much wasting that money on each of those dresses when I could have just saved all of that money and bought like 1 or 2 actual Angelic Pretty brand dresses. I know it's hard because when you start out you might want a specific dress and that's the dress that you want, and you see a replica as like an easy, quick way to get it. But it's just, you're gonna be so much happier if you wait and make it your dream dress and work towards it and get it than if you skip and just get a replica, because the quality's not going to be what you expect. There isn't the same kind of quality control with these replica pieces. I mean, come on, look at this Walmart dress. Like, this needs to be the end all of replicas. And ultimately, it might actually ruin the real dress for you because you're gonna associate it with this poor quality. That's also something that has sort of happened in the Lolita community at large. I know that there's a lot of pieces that have been ruined for people because they were so heavily replicated, like Sugary Carnival, Chess Chocolate, Wonder Party. For me, I saw so many replicas of that. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a baby. You wouldn't steal diamonds. So why steal a dress design? Okay, so are we all on board? Do we all understand that replicas are bad? Even if you don't care about the companies, even if you think they're fine on their own, you're still hurting yourself. You want to be able to spend your money in the smartest way possible and make the most of it and have the best possible experience. Okay, let's go ahead and open this dress and see the improvement. I mean, I'm assuming there's a huge improvement. Okay, I do have an injury on my finger. I can already see just from like the fabric, just from this little peek, that it's so much better. Oh my god! I wish that YouTube had like feel-o-vision, because this feels so soft and this replica feels like sandpaper. It is rough. The other one had a neck thing too. I don't even know if I kept it. I was wondering if that was with it or not. Oh my god, these bows! This is what a bow should be. Yeah, look at this. The other dress was like a tube, and this has the right Lolita shape. Oh my goodness, look at, there's no cheap plastic loops in it, and there's shirring. Yeah, the other one didn't have any shirring. Holy crap. I mean, this is obviously like regular Lolita standard quality. I am just surprised because I've now come to associate this dress with my horrible Walmart dress, but I'm gonna try this on, and our mannequin Amelia is going to wear the old Walmart dress so that we can see side by side just how good the actual thing is. If you're not familiar with Amelia, this is my roommate Chris's mannequin, which she rescued from a dumpster, and she normally lives inside of my Rilakkuma mascot suit, but today she has helped me model this horrible dress so that we can see them side by side. So there is an underlayer on this dress, and it's very see-through. On this one, there's an underlayer that actually covers everything. In my Walmart video, I'm pretty sure you could see my underwear, but this one you cannot. It does kind of like cling to this one, but that's sort of expected with this material. I've kind of had to change it a few times. like pull it down. I think that once I put a petticoat on, it's gonna help keep it more in place. The first thing that I noticed about this dress is that it actually is shaped correctly like a Lolita dress. Like I can fit a petticoat underneath this. With this one, I don't know if I can really show you, but the max that it can go out, it's not shaped correctly. It's shaped like a tube. It can't go any wider than this. I put this on and I immediately felt like this is a Lolita dress. I tried to style how I styled myself when I reviewed this horrible Walmart dress very similarly, and I feel like I'm actually a Lolita now. I'm looking at it from all different sides and I'm just like, this is so cute. I'm so happy with this dress. There's so much detail in it. Everything about the quality is so much better. The fabric is so much better. The sewing is so much better. These bows, I haven't done anything to these bows. I haven't pinned them. I haven't steamed them. I didn't steam this dress at all. I didn't iron it. It was already kind of just good to go. I think this material doesn't really wrinkle that much, or it's not that noticeable. Yeah, even this is like more properly tiered. This dress isn't even outrageously expensive. It is not a $300 dress. This dress was $111, and this one, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but the Walmart dress was actually $66. So there is a price difference, but I definitely think it's worth it to save up and get the real one, or instead get something else in the $60 range from a more reputable place like Devil Inspired, Lolita Collective, Glitzy Wonderland, Bodyline, even secondhand on Lace Market. Because this replica dress, in my opinion, I wouldn't have even spent $10 on. I have a whole video on a $32 dress from Bodyline, and that dress's quality is infinitely better than this replica. You can get a dress that's actually wearable, or hot garbage. I wore this exact same petticoat with this dress, and the dress could not fit the petticoat in it. It was actually squishing it and making it just kind of look like a sausage roll of some sort. And this actually fits the shape. It actually looks like a really nice kind of open 2-layer dress when it's all connected. It's actually just one layer, but it gives that nice kind of Rococo style look. And I'm really happy about this. I'm happy that I finally have this dress, and I'm really thankful for Devil Inspired sending it to me and allowing me to have this redemption story over this horrible thing. Still ideas of what I should do with this dress. Let me know. Contemplated making it into a backdrop, or maybe even having a challenge with a friend trying to make this something more wearable. I was also contemplating using it as like a Lady of the Lake costume. I know that Halloween is over, but I can be a spooky lake demon spirit anytime. To be honest, I don't know why I really wanted a white dress. I feel like when I bought this, I did really want a solid white dress because I don't own any. And I had like clear ideas of what I wanted to do with it, and then just this whole experience ruined it and wiped it from my brain, and now I'm like, why did I want a white dress? What am I gonna do with it? I feel like a lot of people outside of Lolita would see this and just think it's a wedding dress, which is insulting to me because for me, this is nowhere near big enough to be a wedding dress. I need my wedding dress to just be massive, huge, poofy dress. I think that deep down in my heart, I was not allowed to get First Holy Communion because I was raised Catholic and my church found out that I was a test tube baby and they would not allow me to receive communion. And all of my friends got to wear these fluffy white dresses and I didn't, so maybe subconsciously I'm trying to make up for that, I don't know. There is a sub-style of Lolita fashion that I'm gonna mess up saying because I can't do Japanese R's properly, but Shiro Lolita, which is wearing all white. White is shiroi in Japanese. And I could use this. I think that Holly and I could do like a cool Shiro Kudo complementary look. I think this would go really nicely with a black dress that she has. She could wear all black, I could wear all white. It could be really fun. If you have any ideas of more ways to style this, please let me know in the comments. I would love to be this sort of vintagey ghost Lolita. If you have any ideas of what I should do with this, please let me know. Oh, I didn't review the collar for this. I think that the collar and the bonnet from this got donated with a bunch of clothes that I was donating. Our local donation clothing place closed for a while because of 2020, but then when it reopened, I brought like a bunch of bags of stuff, and I think that the collar and the bonnet got lost from this. Now, the bonnet came with this dress. It was a horrible bonnet. It was like a paper plate. It was awful. I did not get the matching bonnet for this dress. It was sold separately. Obviously, it would have been much better quality, but I just don't really wear bonnets too often, and I didn't really want to bother getting something that was gonna just take up space, so I did not get it. This headpiece also isn't entirely white. There's a little bit of cream in it, but I feel like from face on it looks kind of good enough. Now I've misplaced the actual collar. This backdrop situation is a little bit strange, but it's because I figured this dress is white. I don't want to stand in front of a white wall to see it. I want to have some contrast so you can see it pop. I'm really happy with it. I'm really gonna enjoy it. I am so excited to actually have this dress. It really renews all of the bad feelings I had after making this video. And as always, stay lovely.